Alright, after a brief interlude to make up for some of my work I have to do, I went back to Najera, and we've got kind of a respite going on. Shandos is still engaging that pike, and getting mixed results. He's caused some casualties, but he's also got a disordered knight in front. On the other hand, we see Edward and to some extent Percy's replacement forming up a line to cover that left flank. And on the other hand, we see the Capitale de Bush, who has moved his Gascons in to form up a second line behind, just to give the English enough density that if they advance, they don't expose a flank, maybe, if they're lucky. On the other hand, we see the King's Janitors have rearmed, and he started forming up a line for another potential attack. De Guesclin has almost nothing left, some missile units, a couple of slingers, and a crossbowman. The rest are all either dead or disordered, trying to get that disorder issue underhand, and we see some of the pike moving back. Whoever this guy is, Don, whoever, Trulio, whatever, still has a small force, which could come in handy, perhaps. It's mainly Janitors. And then in the back we have the Count of Denia, who's kind of oblivious of the battle. And that's the end of the Battle of Najera. The Spanish were attacked very lightly by Shandos, whose archer shot one unit and killed it, and these knights waded into a bunch of pike and killed another one. That put the Spanish loss value up to 52. They rolled an 8, which goes up to 60, so they're fleeing the battle. And that's the end of that. This was kind of a nice one. Again, clearly the English have a huge advantage. If they were coming in down that road with everything deployed against them, it probably would have been a closer battle. The Spanish army isn't that great, but it's got a lot of cav and a lot of mobility. So I actually would consider, if you were attacking with the English this way, to think about using the knights as mounted knights, just to counteract that the value of the Spanish, mainly those light horses, to be able to engage them a little heavier. They're hard for the foot knights to catch, because they can withdraw. Of course, some of these, I think one of these got trapped, but it didn't turn out too bad. And early on, with that initial faux pas with the English, the Spanish lost a lot of their horses there. So overall, actually taking that aggressive stance against that weakened position may have cost the Spanish at least some time. But the interplay worked really, really well on this one in terms of going back and forth, and I hope I captured that better with the combined videos than putting up the long ones. I'm going to do a review of the whole system because this is the last game in it. I've got Agincourt on disc somewhere, but I'm not going to have a chance to print that out in the near future. And we'll talk about it more then.